Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flip Thought Show. It's your host with the most, King Trill, Puzzle Bird, Penny Flow, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And we coming at you live at 1:25. And man, we got some content for you real quick, man. It's gonna be King Pill getting pressed by Young and Jefe for dissing the Trays in the original Slide First song, because Adam brings it up that in the remix he changed the lyrics. So y'all tell me though. Shout out to Stino the Champ, Tough Stino the Champ. He was doing a reaction on it last night, and it really seems like what he was saying is more the truth. Like, it's more so King Pill kind of pressed Young and Jefe, because Young and Jefe wasn't even really talking to King Pill. He was staring at Lush when he was saying, "Oh, I know he didn't diss the Sett though, because I don't bar no disrespect from no ninja. I'll never bar no disrespect from no ninja." So, y'all let me know in the comments, man, who you think got marked out, because it looks like and Jefe is talking straight to Lush and not looking at King Pill in the eyes up until you see Young and Jefe's eyes kind of bug out a little bit and he stares straight at King Pill. So let's check it out, man.
King Pill, I feel like he's like primarily interested in talking if we're going to be talking about him. So let's talk about this. You took the disses out of the Slide remix.
I knew this nigga was gonna bring this shit up.
Hey, and Jefe, I don't even want to tell you one of the disses that I was in the original Slide First.
We ain't doing that one.
Yeah,
man, you know he was gonna do it.
We ain't doing that one. You heard Munchie, because he already knew that it was about to be something off of that. So before he would even let Adam try to say that T-word derogatory term for the Trays, he said, yeah, we ain't doing that one. We're not doing that one. So look at everybody's body language, especially look at Young and Jefe's body language before Adam even really gets down to what he's gonna say.
I knew he was gonna do it.
But you took him out.
Yeah.
But there's multiple disses.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that one.
I know. And his version of that word means something else.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I was talking about was in my local community, you feel me? But yeah, shit, I took it out to reach a wider audience, you feel me? Just so motherfuckers to play it and feel like they don't need to skip it, you feel me?
So did this all stem from the conversation that I saw you, like, Hit It J3 basically was saying that he didn't think it was a great idea for Bompton G Uno to be on a song that had disses in it that might affect his street situations.
True. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true, you feel me? I believe that was true, you feel me? Yeah, some shit like that. We was politicking about it, you feel me? It made sense. You know what I'm saying?
But you probably, when you recorded that, you probably weren't expecting it to be like what it became, huh? You didn't know that was going to be like your
Man, I
viral.
was just giving that shit to my audience, you feel me?
This out though. We ain't gonna let that linger on. I'm from 83rd Street, bro. Like, and that's just the set, you feel me? Like, I know where he from on the set, and I don't play into the little fake politics.
It's okay. When he says, check this out, bro, I'm from 83rd Street, we ain't letting this one slide, he's looking right at Lush. Lush is looking at him. King Pill is the one that's looking over to Young and Jefe. Now watch this.
He ain't dissing a Trey on the set.
Now, look at King Pill's body language, and now look at Young and Jefe's body language. And Lush is looking directly at Young and Jefe. They're looking directly at each other. King Pill is side-eyeing both of them.
Period. I'm not barring no disrespect from no. Ain't never barred no disrespect from no. Period.
Who said somebody disrespected you?
Now, King Pill just turned over and looked straight at Young and Jefe. Now they're looking at each other straight in the face. He's not looking over to Lush anymore. Munchie's looking right at King Pill, even though, he's blind in one eye. He's turned over and he's staring at King Pill's way. Adam's looking like, something's gonna go down. But so look at the way that King Pill is looking at Young and Jefe, and look at the way that Young and Jefe is looking at King Pill.
But still, the topic
said
coming
that?
up.
Yeah, that's what
The topic's coming up. Okay. Uh-huh.
Coming
Yeah,
up
I
about
tried-
the
I tried-
word,
I
bro.
tried to read
I'm
in the-
talking to this man.
Now King Pill is mean mugging Young and Jefe. Now Young and Jefe starting to get the aggression there.
And bro,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
talking
asking
to him
you,
because the topic lingering, bro.
That I'm disrespecting you?
Bro, you not hear what I'm saying?
Nah.
You said you from
Okay. Now Lush is looking over here like, fool, I don't know, fool. Is this it? I don't know, fool. You feel me, fool? I don't know. Something's gonna go down, Adam, fool. King Pill, it's all right, fool. Jefe, it's all right, dog. Let's get a buzzball, fool.
from a community,
Right.
and you said where it's aimed at,
But it
and,
ain't this show set though.
and that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Here we go. Now this is where they looking at each other, like aggressively, and that's what I said. Good morning, back one more time.
this show set though.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying though.
Okay,
It
so
ain't
we saying the
this-
same.
this
So
your
so
set.
yeah, so we saying the same.
Oh, okay. Set though.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying though.
One.
You said you from a community,
Right.
and you said where it's aimed at,
But it ain't
and,
this show set though.
and that's what I'm saying.
But it ain't this your set though, and that's what I said. Okay, so it kind of seemed like King Pill is more the aggressor on that.
That's what I'm saying though.
Now
Okay, so
and
we
then
saying the
this-
same.
this
So
your
so
set.
yeah, so we saying the same.
Oh, okay, for
Oh,
sure, for sure,
We
yeah.
don't gotta talk about it anymore.
Sheesh.
For sure.
What we
Clarify.
on though?
okay, now this is when they having the stare down. But what we all know, okay, so
Clarify.
We on explosives, nigga.
now let's just change the subject and go over to the 4 extra situation, which he's out of line for that. He said, what we all know, we are explosives,
Tania
Tania,
dropping babies and shit, content and all the shit.
Baby up here, fat rolly on.
You do?
No, the baby do. Just a pamper and a
Your baby has a
Okay.
rollie on?
yeah. For the culture.
That's your mama.
You know how I
Who
go.
bought it? The sassy badass bought it?
Oh
Hell
my
no, he
gosh.
didn't.
Oh yeah, that ain't his baby. My bad.
It's not.
Oh yeah.
Is the dad involved at all?
Yeah.
What's he? Does he have any particular involvement? Because I was always wondering if somebody was gonna just like start hitting me up, freaking out because of like when I filmed the video where I was
No,
rubbing
he's
on your
not
tummy.
like the other baby daddy, bro.
Oh,
Niggas don't
the-
be on that. They know what time it is. Like, oh, my baby mama out here doing her shit.
Content creating.
You know, content creating. Like, no disrespect, but how we gonna feed the kids?
Mm,
I don't have a job.
mm.
And you know, my singing career and all that, I love it. People want music from me, but I enjoy content creating. And LA gave me 30K followers. That's it. Out of all these people that know me, my song and just for it to be so positive, they don't like that. They want to see the real life. So I start giving them what they want.
Uh-huh.
So what's the janky?
110K. Like, huh? How did I go to New York and go viral? Why do I gotta leave LA to go viral? Why how come I
Sometimes you got
couldn't?
to though.
Yeah.
What's like the craziest or jankiest thing you've seen at the shelter that you could speak on? That's not gonna get nobody in trouble type.
You act
shit?
like that's the county
Um,
jail, nigga.
Shit,
look,
you never
it ain't
know.
a shelter like how LA would be because it's a shelter apartment. We got our own apartments, so they just turned the apartment building into a shelter. The reason why it's a shelter because it's bought. It's like a nonprofit now.
Mm.
So,
Sounds like the most genius finesse ever because rent's so
Yeah.
high in New York. Like,
and
what the?
but I don't like how in New York they on top of each other, bro. Like everything is. I like
Close.
to be too close, and it's
But like
It's-
all the buildings is real close, all of those shit like that.
like for everything is too close. Everybody is always like if you go even if you go to Dollar Tree, the shit all out the door. Like what's going on in here?
Mm.
Like,
You was in
can't go
Manhattan?
nowhere.
Manhattan.
No, I
or-
was in Brooklyn.
You was in Brooklyn. Okay, but still, like
I was in Best Stop.
What were the other mothers like there? Are they drugged?
Okay, now look at King Pill and look at Young and Jefe. Now they're looking like, man, fuck this pod. King Pill looking like he want to get down with Young and Jefe. Young and Jefe looking like, oh, I'm waiting for him to do something. The tension and the energy is just there, and now it's just not a good.
Testing is like, how do they not just have it be a bunch
No,
of
they still
weird
was smoking
J
up in there.
cats? They were
I don't
smoking.
smoke no more, but they
Yeah.
still was smoking up in there. They do whatever they want to do.
You talking about meth?
No.
What you used to smoke?
You went to the top of the
Weed.
chain, huh?
Yeah.
They were smoking.
King Bill, what you used to smoke? What the fuck? Oh shit, bro. Oh shit. What you used to smoke? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Ah, man. All right.
Weed in the spot.
I mean, you can smell it in the hallways, you know. So I'm like, oh, okay, y'all smoking in y'all unit.
You not doing like OnlyFans or dancing, modeling, those
Oh
kind
yeah,
of shit like
I
that?
stay with OnlyFans.
Oh, hold
Okay,
on.
yeah.
You're not doing OnlyFans, dancing, or modeling or nothing like that. King Bill. Man. I mean, he asked her a respectful way. But yeah.
You
Yeah.
work Crib Mac out his money?
You should be
I
running
heard
it
you,
up.
like you didn't
No,
pay
Yeah,
him.
let
what
me
were you
tell
doing
what
in
he
that
did.
shower with
Let me
him?
tell you what he did. He got mad,
It's
and
crazy
when a nigga
footage.
say what he say, I be like, stand on it. You get mad because I chickened out at the last minute, like, bro, I don't want to do anal with you, like not like that, but come on.
He was
And
trying
so
to
I'm
bust
like,
that asshole
yeah,
open.
like I'm not about to do that, and I'm like, he like, okay, so what we gonna do? I'm like, I could give it back. You sitch, we'll keep the money. Bet. Don't say no more.
Hold on. All right. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, it really did seem like Young and Jefe was more the one that was kind of backing down to King Pill when you really look at it. But if you look at it from afar and the way the angle was, it kind of looked, I mean, they both pressed each other, but it kind of felt like King Pill was more the aggressor though. But we're going to go right back into the clip. We're going to break it down a little more. Let's do that. Before I do that, appreciate everybody liking, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so I know y'all there so I can throw it to you when it's in the air, man. I forgot to do it earlier, so like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this live. Tell your friend to tell their friend to tell their friend to tap in and become part of the Flip Thighs family. But yeah, we'll get right into it.
And if I had any triggers, he was gonna respect them triggers. So
no, he wasn't.
I don't see anything cross. Peel said it was a born pie, and Adam said, okay, you know what? Hey, well, if it's born, which I can, all right. It just died on me that it is messy. But
yo, this is a buffoon, bro. He is a buffoon. Every time he acts like a buffoon, bro, we just gonna pull up different pictures of Jefe, bro. Every time he does some buffoonery, we just gonna pull up my son Beluga Jefe and other various forms of the Jefeage. On my soul, it just dawned on you that this shit was messy, champ. Was messy, champ. Yeah, ride around with an OG, you know me, fat boy smoke a OG with the dope lean fofo to the police. Missing never give a hoe with a holy. As I proceed, getting money with my whole team. Cold D's gonna ride to the slowly. Oh me a bitch bad, but she chose me.
everybody, y'all can rewind the whole no jumper thing back. Y'all seen how I came in the room, smiled at Munchie, what's up to Adam, really to say nothing to him until I felt his energy out. He smiled. Once he smiled, it was like, what's up? I knew everything was good. You wasn't on nothing. So which put me not being on nothing.
Sat out on the couch, you know, we exchanged little words with each other. He was like, man, what are you saying? What's up with my boy Fat Hefe? I'm like, man, what's happening? Fiend Pill. We both laughed. That was that. Now, doing this no jumper segment, something came out that I was hoping I was going to get to holler at this dude off camera about. But being that he thought that no jumper was so boring and the topics that we was talking about, and we wasn't about to sit up here talking about 4 extras, blowing up his hand all day, Adam spiced it up for him. Now, a lot of people in my oh, man, you ain't blaming Adam. Hey, you ain't mad at Adam. Hey, Adam did something slick. Man, your opinion is your opinion. You can look at it as being something slick. I'm not trying to say nobody wrong. This is what I'm telling you. I know what I signed up for. Adam asked me before I ever got on pod with him, what were my triggers?
Damn, bro. I never seen somebody sell a soul so easy and try to make people believe that this is not what's going on. The man asks you, what's your triggers? Not so he won't do.
So he knew what to do to basically get that energy out of you, get that character that, you know, how he looked at Brick when you used to like when Brick crashed out and shit like that. So, okay. Adam asked you your triggers. Yeah, so he knew exactly what to do. In your eyes, it made it look like he was asking you exactly what not to do, what your boundaries are and shit like that. Boundaries and your triggers. What's going to make you go off? Okay, Adam. Smart prick, man. You're a smart prick. But, yeah. Okay. Like I said, man, what do you guys think, man? You guys think that Young and Hefe marked out King Pill, or you think that they both were, you know, pressing each other, or you think that King Pill kind of was more the aggressor in the situation because it kind of seemed like they would really look into it, pause it, play it, look at their facial expressions, their body language, you know what I'm saying, the tone of their voice kind of says a different story than what everybody else is painting it out to be. We're going to do a whole nother video on the Adam and King Pill stuff. He pressed him and all that, but yeah.
Not so he won't trigger you, so he will trigger you eventually.
Yeah.
And if I had any triggers, he was gonna respect them triggers. So
no, he wasn't.
I don't see anything cross. Peel said it was a born pod, and Adam said, "Okay, you know what? Hey, well, if it's born, which I can, all right." It just dawned on me that it is messy, but.
Yo, this is a buffoon, bro. He is a buffoon. Every time he acts like a buffoon, bro, we just gonna pull up different pictures of Hefe, bro. Every time he does some buffoonery, we just gonna pull up my son Beluga Hefe and other various forms of the Hefe-age. On my soul. It just dawned on you that this shit was messy, champ. It was messy, champ.
Looking to make 2025 the year that you create your best tracks? With Splice, I'm starting the year right.
It just dawned on me that it is messy, but I'm not mad at Adam 22.
It just dawned on you. It's crazy.
He asked, "Hey, what's up with that this thing you took out your song?" So right off back, I'm smoking. And I'm hoping in my mind that this dude don't say the wrong thing. So he speak on it. He lingering on a little bit. Oh, man, yeah, you know, I had to do it for the fans. And, you know, I took it out. With This the funny part about everything. This is how real I am, man. Right? Look, I see him and Adam and them out there in Brooklyn. We ain't even got to speak about the times. I see him out there. Well connected. It's nothing. I see him out there, talk to a few dudes. Hey, what were they like, man? Hey. That thing supposed to be took out the song coming out the song. All right, leave it alone. They talking about it on No Jumper. We not about to make A-Trey gangsters or my community the butt of no joke. That's what we not about to do.
It's already the butt of the joke, though. It's already the topic of discussion And opposed to your aggression at Lush or King Pill, it really should have been at Adam for making you have to defend your set.
Being that I seen it went from Adam to him to Lush. Hey, look, check this out. What we not about to do, we not about to linger on, let this linger on. I'm from 83rd Street. You said the T word. You said the T word. You definitely said the T word.
You didn't say all that. You didn't even say you at all. You was talking to Lush. Come on, bro.
But what did you say out your own mouth? This the clownish behavior I hate. This man, hey, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm from Pomona, California, bro. It's a hood out there we beef with, bro. You know what I'm saying? That had nothing to do with the eyes. I wasn't dissing them or directing it towards them. Now, being that I'm a Trey, of course the T word, this is my hood. So
you did nothing? So, of course, the T word, this is your hood.
So you did nothing.
But you said he's not dissing my hood. I'm from 83rd. He's not dissing my hood. Who said I was disrespecting you? I'm saying you wasn't disrespecting me. We saying the same thing. Oh, why? Am I missing something?
On the natural,
Yeah, we said that.
I have to be conscious of that.
That's what I'm saying.
And not for the viewers, and not for a lot of people who probably don't even gang bang, biopics, people just talking, giving their opinion.
Biopics?
I say what I say as we gonna play. And you know what this dude do? He comes out and say, hey, who disrespecting you? Ain't nobody disrespecting me. I'm just saying before I go there, it lingering on, it's gonna be disrespectful. So we're not about to linger on with this conversation. Oh, what nobody disrespecting you. You know, I said that I wasn't talking about y'all. So we saying the same thing, idiot, which I'm explaining. You not talking about us.
You didn't call him an idiot.
Yeah.
That's a shirt your grandmother buy you for Easter, champ. That shirt comes with a pair of cleats and a golf club. You didn't call him an idiot. You didn't say none of that.
So you reading the comments and pressing about the comments, they made you come out and say that, you feel disrespected about what? Oh, I wasn't talking about y'all. The same shit I just explained. Now this man put an interview out. I mean, not an interview, put a whatever, a segment or recording out. I don't know if it was on YouTube or Instagram, but I seen it. Somebody sent it to me. So that's why we here now. He put a segment out talking about, how I got punked out. I'm the one said the word, and he acknowledged that I dissed his hood. You acknowledge that you didn't diss, and I acknowledge that you didn't diss. I acknowledge that you said the word, but the word wasn't being meant towards a trade. That's what.
It's just
but I said you didn't, you didn't say a word, but me and you said the word, but I didn't know you said the word, but then you didn't mean it. Shut up, man. You got pressed. Some of the homies hit you up and said, bro, you know he said the word, bro. That's a polyester goddamn elastic blend shirt. That's a nasty shirt. That's a nasty eggshell shirt right there. That's an Easter egg shirt right there, champ. You can play goddamn badminton and go to a goddamn 5 o'clock meeting, champ, in that shirt, champ. Oh, my soul.
I can play a game. I can go majority to the majority of the internet, which made him jump and react the way he reacted to say he got punked out. Did I ever say he got punked out? No.
But you agree he did because you just played 600 that said that he got marked out. Yeah, passive aggressive. Did I say I marked him out? No, they ain't saying it. That's passive aggressive. But that's what happened with these type of shirts, man. That shirt is tucked into his shorts right now. Oh my soul.
Was I ever looking at him like I punked him out? No. I was just being firm, letting him know that we not even about to go in this bag of tricks or play this game, period. We not about to make this word the topic or the butt of no jumper.
But King Pill didn't make it the topic. Adam did.
Yeah, true.
So why wasn't you beating your chest?
You should have been really, putting that aggression towards Adam because he's the one that just poked one of your triggers. So yeah, I see where bro's coming from. Shit, we gonna go to one more video on It's gonna be Adam speaking about it.
Yo, we live. We live.
Why everybody calls me talking about trying to say something to Adam?
You didn't see the video? He tried to fight me last night.
Who did?
King Pill.
Nah, that's some busted.
King Bill. It's a man tried to fight me last night. Please, sister.
He should have got down with Ed. Nigga, Ed checked you. See, check this out. And look, Adam is gonna be who the Adam is, right? Listen, Adam gonna instigate. He gonna do everything with it. Listen, if you feed into it, that's on your ass, right? Lush, now Lush the one, he be antagonizing, but Lush ain't Adam. Lush gonna end up getting shocked out, respectfully. I see it coming, right?
What do you feel like I did in that instance?
Lush,
I saw your post, Wack.
And you know I'll with you.
Not with you too,
don't
but
love
like,
when the clothes
but what did I do, Wack?
Yeah,
What are you saying, for? Paul Rue, Lush, I'm saying Paul Rue, Lush, you gonna get sucked out soon, Lush, Paul Rue. What are you saying, for? Why would I get sucked out, for? What are you trying to say, Wack, for? Nah, you feel me?
Lush, dude.
This is.
Hey, let me tell you the last two things you did. That you played with that little kid, playing with that body on. See, you certain you don't love to stay away from. When you start to, I'm gonna be real. You are not Adam. That Adam could get away with. You can't. You did some to me, but out of respect to Adam, I ain't gonna sock you out. On Paul Rue, you said some shit.
What did I say?
You're welcome.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, listen to me. Because I thought about it. I thought about it last night till 3 in the morning. I'm telling you this, and I'm saying this so I can make sure I refrain from reacting, right? Bro, Adam and my woman have a relationship. Adam shares her shit, posts her shit. They are friends. I understand Adam and my woman's relationship like Adam understands me and Leonard's relationship. It's very respectful. Adam knows this shit. Adam just don't be saying shit because he violates.
Why did you look like that? You seen Adam look at the camera like he looked crazy. What the fuck was that, Adam?
Wack, Adam know that we got that understanding. It's cool, but you, when you say you fantasizing about my woman, man, I will beat your ass.
I did not say it like
Yes,
that,
you
Wack.
did.
How does he know that you do that?
I did not. That is not what I said, Wack. That is not what I said.
You can't do what everybody do. So when Adam ran his play, right? Boom, King Pill knew it was coming.
Yo,
He said it,
Wack,
right? Everybody knew it was coming.
Wack, Lush
You
did say
certainly-
that every week he goes through approximately 1 bottle of Jergens thinking about R&B.
This is complete.
Listen,
This
no,
is
listen,
a.
no, I heard what you said. And look, I was going to you out. For
I
real,
did
though.
not say that. I did
I'ma
not
be
say
real.
Jergens.
I was
To
gonna
be
get
fair,
away with it. You know why? You
There's
know why I was
Vaseline.
gonna get away with it? Because Adam know I want to sock out a dude they doing business with over his. He know how I am about that shit, right? He know. So he'd have got mad a little bit, but he'd be like, "Look, you playing because you ain't got that type of working relationship with R&B. You don't."
I fuck with R&B,
But
bro.
what I'm saying is, bro, it was a lot, and I got to speak on it because Aunt Hefe said something that was very untrue too. Aunt Hefe is coming up there to pod. He know when he's sitting out with any blood or anything from the opposite side that at some point in their life they didn't diss him, diss the C, diss whatever, right? He know that. We all know that, right? But when he said, "Off of May Trey Gangster, you didn't diss my hood," when a nigga dissed the Trey, he dissed it from the bottom to the top. Ain't no community diss. Community diss, if he would have just said he'd have dissed that hood, right? But then Hefe is coming up here with a clear mind to pod. Now, this other dude who been playing super Damu, when Ed got at him, ain't no checking of nothing from the opposing side without it getting going to a squabble. It can't go.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought they were gonna get down. That's what I mean. I think everybody thought that, but yeah, that's true. I gotta agree with Rap 100 on that one. Like, you would think that's automatic disrespect, so it automatic gonna get off on him. Either King Pill's gonna get off on Jefe or Jefe's gonna get off on King Pill. So, yeah, man.
Crip tell me ain't what you say, and I know I said something. I know I said something dissing him. It's on.
So Wack, do you think that this is gonna seriously Wack, is this
Ed was just trying to conduct business, but I gotta correct you. He absolutely did this.
right? So Wack, question, is this gonna impact how King Pill is viewed or respected in the streets?
But hold on, R&B. Who called me an hour ago flipping out?
Wait, if you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street, this is the money.
Want to come to No Jumper. 2 days. Oh. King Pill homies just calling me. Time bomb, 4-5, I don't know how they got my number. I had to tell them, you can't trip on Ant because Ant didn't diss Pomona. 4, 5, 6, Power Rule. He addressed it at District Trade. So all that trying to turn the aggression on Ant, I ain't with none of that. I with Ant. He ain't diss nobody, right? And not to say Ant ducking no smoke. He a respectable from respectable hood. But
isn't that the way he's supposed to say it though? He said like you ain't dissing my hood, like you wasn't doing that.
Nah,
like that's a check right there.
Okay,
but that's like
me saying, look, that's just like me saying because 607 said what he said to Munchie, the S word, well, I'm from Paul Rue. He ain't diss me. No, that dissed everything part of that flag.
No, the way I interpreted it was that Ant knew what time it was, but he was letting him know, like, hey, you ain't do that. Like, you're not standing on your words. You didn't mean that.
No, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point. He absolutely dissed Ant's hood.
Right.
Nigga, I didn't did time. He know that. When the diss the Trey, that's dissing what he represents. Now, did he diss A-Trey gangster direct? No. But I think Ant came up there with the mind, the pod, and he didn't even want to bring it up. Adam messy ass, that's what he do, him and Vlad. Adam brought that shit up, and I keep telling Adam, you gonna f around, and it's gonna go up. And if King Peel would have been another homie, right, they would have been squabbling right there in the thing. Yeah. Now, why King Peel blame you? I don't know, because King Peel, you the one put the diss in the song. You the one want to publicize it. You the one took it out. You did that work. You didn't have to do that.
But he was tripping on money. Like really, that's why he probably was upset. But he came in whack. He came in with weird energy. Dude was on shrooms.
I already told Adam.
Talking about the topics.
Listen, that's my brother. I love him to death. I'm ride with him, right or wrong. No, I love what he did with No Jumper. That's his platform. I'm only there to help him maintain, sustain, and build it. That's it, right? I stay in my place, right? The pecker on the business, and he the boss of that building. But I keep telling Adam, we giving these nobodies too much clout, too much fast, and they start to think they're bigger than the program. That dude is only who he is because Adam took that New York trip and let him sit down there at a time to where he really didn't earn it because there's nothing to it but him acting like a J-Cat. I get it, it's content, but Adam's going to start to see that some of these cats, they letting it get. I did it with Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon really thinks he did it. The world didn't know who he was until I presented him to the world.
I kind of feel like King Pill is the loose cannon of the Red Rag at this point.
There you go, bro.
They need to do a boxing match. Anyway, I gotta go do plug talk. I'm sorry. I wish I could like break this situation down in even more detail. But shout out to everybody here. Felice, lovely to see you.
Hi, Adam.
All right, appreciate you guys.
I would say what else I didn't like that y'all wanted to elaborate on 4 extras, and you let this outside dude to the building shit on it.
Oh, Munchie?
Nah. King Pill.
Wait,
as soon as y'all tried, he like, man, we don't want to talk. That shit boring. We don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was just, but that's what I just said. Like he was already had weird energy from the.
But okay,
yeah,
if you're 4X or if you're King Pill and you're supposed to be funny, you're supposed to be like a guy who's good at cracking jokes or whatever, and you can't think of anything funny or interesting or any kind of conversation to say about a that you're supposed to have beef with blowing his hand off, then you have officially failed as a podcaster. That is the easiest, lowest hanging fruit ever. If AD, if T-Rail, if any of them suffers a serious life-altering energy, I'm going to be coming in here and podcasting like it's my last day on earth.
Join Google Fi Wireless and get $700 off Samsung Galaxy S25 with $300 off instantly. Immerse yourself in its realistic display and effortlessly elevate your portrait selfies with Galaxy AI.
Man, what's the deal with the YouTube? What up with the thirst game, man? Yeah, I know y'all know what's going on. They saying King Pill got marked out by Young Ant on No Jumper. We got people on both sides. So we gonna see what happened and then we're gonna commentate after, like Jefe say.
Yo, all right. I got a question. As long as King Pill, I feel like he's like primarily interested in talking if we're going to be talking about him. So let's talk about this. You took the disses out of the Slide remix.
I knew this nigga was gonna bring this shit up.
Hey, and Efe, I don't even want to tell you one of the disses that was in the original Slide first.
We ain't doing that one.
Yeah,
Man, you knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it.
but you took him out.
Yeah.
There's multiple disses. It wasn't just that one.
I know. And his version of that word means something else.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I was talking about was in my local community, you feel me? But yeah, shit, I took it out to reach a wider audience, you feel me? Just so motherfuckers to play it and feel like they don't need to skip it, you feel me?
So did this all stem from the conversation that I saw you, like, Hit It J3 basically was saying that he didn't think it was a great idea for Bompton G Uno to be on a song that had disses in it that might affect his street situations. True.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true, you feel me? I believe that was true, you feel me? Yeah, some shit like that. We was politicking about it, you feel me? It made sense. You know what I'm saying?
But you probably, when you recorded that, you probably weren't expecting it to be like what it became, huh? You didn't know that was going to be like your.
Man, I was just giving that shit to my audience, you feel me?
This out though, we ain't gonna let that linger on. I'm from 83rd Street, bro. Like, and that's just the set, you feel me? Like, I know where he from on the set, and I don't play into the little fake politics. He ain't dissing A Trey on the set. Period. I'm not born.
I get what you saying, but you directing your energy to the wrong nigga. Why you ain't telling Adam that? Adam the nigga that started the question. That's what I be saying. That's why I call this shit no gangster. When niggas go there, they lose it. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Respect from no, ain't never borrowed no disrespect from no. Period.
Who said
You know
somebody disrespected you?
But still, the topic coming up.
Yeah, that's what I'm
talking to this man, bro.
Oh,
I'm talking to him as the topic lingering, bro.
That I'm disrespecting you?
Bro, you not hear what I'm saying?
Nah.
You said you from a community, right? And you said where it's aimed at.
But it ain't this show said though.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying though.
Okay, so we saying the same shit. So we saying the same shit.
Oh, okay, for sure,
We don't gotta talk about it anymore. Yeah. For sure.
All right. Yeah, I got my little views. I got my little viral. We ain't got to talk about it no more. What? You can't just. I mean, I get. You know, as an outsider, if you a regular person, that this shit seems childish. These words, but the words are just a vehicle for the disrespect. You feel me? It ain't just shit happen over the words all the time. That's just the beginning. You feel me? But yeah, Young and Jefe, I don't really feel like it was a mark out because they came to an understanding. They said we saying the same thing, and if it's a mark out, then it's a mark out on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because if he took that as disrespect, him dissing his hood, nigga, that's all he get is a little stern talking to. So it can't go both ways, nigga. You feel me? Let's see what else happened.
Clarify.
We on though.
Clarify. We on explosives, nigga. Tania dropping babies and shit, content and all this.
Baby up here, fat rolly on.
You do?
Another baby do.
Yeah, that was a what about them Lakers moment. You know what I'm saying? Even Munchie B felt the tension in the room. He trying to, you know what I'm saying? He was the only mature one in the situation. From the beginning of the question, Munchie B said, man, we already passed that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like young Ed Heffe, he always showed himself to be a level-headed person and thought first. But today, or last night, yesterday, Adam put him in a trick bag, nigga, playing with his heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? Playing with these niggas like Pinocchio, nigga. On me, this nigga, he got it.
Yeah, and I for sure he's pulling both their strings, King Pill and Hefe. He knew what it was gonna be. It was gonna be a little confrontation for the both views, you feel me? Let's see.
Everybody, niggas from every hood on each finger, nigga doing what they got to, cashing in, nigga, on me. They watering it down, nigga. They watering it down. I don't see no mark out. I see two niggas over there.
Don't upload your videos to YouTube. Upload to Restream, where we will live stream it to YouTube and all your platforms at once. Get ready for 5 times.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do, right? And I done got inboxes. I got people trying to, grab my attention and all that. Let's do it this way. Let's be all the way fair. Run this real quick. King Pill say he want this amount of money. Adam like, all right, cool. They agree. Adam, you should have handled it this way. You should have said, this is how you get paid and when you get paid. No need for discrepancies because you looked at it as a person who got it. So $200 out your pocket ain't really nothing. And then if I'm King Pill, I'm thinking to myself, all right, well then, how am I going to run this up? So we take that 200. How do we get 10,000? We pop up 10 times on No Jumper. There you go. Turn that into 8 bands. It is what it is. So I don't know King Pill. I ain't got no static with him or nothing like that. Like, do your thing, bro. I don't. Some of his antics I disagree with, but in this day and age of the internet, it is what it is. Now, did he get pressed and marked out? No. I don't think anybody lost in that situation. I think people are taking this and turning it one way or another because they'll be favorable towards King Pill or, ain't favorable towards him. So there's that. And some of y'all gonna be like, well, Nash, damn, bro, you just split it down the middle because at the end of the day, it's on who you like and who you dislike. But there's a video that he dropped, and I'm just gonna get some game and accept it, reject it. That's all on him. Let's go.
You talking to even show the shit. Yeah, that's why I pushed your. You lucky the homies right here. Yeah. They saved your. All right, that.
Now, you should have dropped that video immediately.
So, okay. That right there was basically, because there's a surveillance video, right? And the surveillance video shows Adam walking away, King Pill walking up to him real quick, kind of nudging him. So I guess that's the audio to it. And that's the part that Adam said, oh, he did some content shit, took out his phone, and started recording, and woo. I think that's a bad choice on King Pill because it made him look kind of like, why didn't you do that right when it was going down? You waited for Adam to walk away and go into the little cubicle to do that, and your homies to start holding you back like that. That shit kind of looked like some content shit, look fake. So, I mean, I don't know. You can take it everywhere, any way that you want to. You can take it as, oh, like, that's what's up. He just filmed and he was marking Adam out. I mean, yeah, you can look at it like that, but he really didn't, though. Because, like, I mean, Adam wasn't. It'd be different if he swung or some shit, But all he was doing was 5-6 feet away, yelling, and Adam's all the way in the other little corner where his cubicle is. Yeah, that didn't look like a very good look for King Pill, man. Nah. Bad part on King Pillington's part, bro. Like, yeah, nah.
The thing about the internet is this. It's always about who strikes first. It's always about who strikes first. You control the narrative. You paint the illustration. You create the illusion. You do that when you bomb first. That's how it always goes, because he who says first is typically the word that carries. And then if people respond, then that makes it look like, oh, either they're clarifying it or they're basically saying this ain't true, but you still got to explain this type of stuff. This is how it always goes. Now, some of y'all be like, well, Sadie Dash, why didn't you react to da-da-da-da-da? I did 2 years ago. It is what it is. But I always said, let's just go for channel deletion. Those demands have not been met, so I'm not demanding anything. People put out fake paperwork. They put out fake paperwork. Do your thing. But the offer still stands. I know you're watching, girl. Let's go for channel deletion, and I could drop a document easy right now that will disprove everything you just said. Then you'll have to agree to delete your channel. Sounds good? All right, cool. Let's move on. King Pill. Youngin, when you want to get in this game and you want to create content or be a person that is created through content, you got to learn how to control everything. Like I said, yeah, he was talking about the homie and want to fight and all that and everything like that. Bro, get your chili, get your coin. Because in the same token, the same breath, with 4 Extra fighting Aaron the Plumber, I said the same thing about that. Aaron the Plumber, if I'm Aaron the Plumber, I'm not fighting 4 Extra for what? Bro, my height is up here. I'm way the hell up here. You're not on my level. And I'm being fair. And granted, that's the homie. But fair is fair. If I'm Aaron the Plumber before this unfortunate accident happened, I'm not fighting 4 Extra the same way 4 Extra ain't going to be fighting you. Y'all had to build this mystique. If I'm King Pill, I'm finding somebody who's running their mouth on YouTube about me like they could throw them hands, and I'm whooping them. That way, you will have suitors and people who want to invest in you. This is all free game that he can take or he reject. Because I just see Adam pop on his, what's the name? Pop on my damn my Instagram and said he don't even know that you dissing him. Nah, Adam, I ain't dissing, buddy. I'm not dissing him, but this ain't it. Like, this ain't it. If I'm tripping, my homies is gonna trip. Now he can come back and say, yeah, that's because your homies ain't got your best interest. And, you know, at that moment, my homies have my best interest at heart, and we ain't trying to go to jail and do all this stuff and everything like that. We possibly, you know what I'm saying, might be intoxicated and all that. I'm not going to say anything else. So he can come back and say that, and that's what I would say. I'll be like, hey, look, man, my homies held me back because it was going to get ugly in there. And I didn't want to put my people in that situation. And if that's the case, he'd be right. But for me personally, I know whenever I'm with my folks, whatever we on, whatever I'm on, they on. Whatever they on, I'm on. That's just how we rock. You might have a more mature crowd. That could be that. But it's not really a diss, Adam. I get what you try to do. You try to do that. But I will say, everybody that's blaming Adam for this stuff, Pill brought this on himself. I know y'all probably saying like, oh, this is a pro King Pill video. No, as I work towards, I'm not always that person. I'm not always. Upper minded as far as to talk about ratchet street shit. All right, cool. So then let's talk about ratchet street shit. Why did you take these out of here? And I will overstand what he's saying because I'll tell y'all a little secret. But look at these 2 clips and tell me if you disagree. But I will say once again, Adam, you still was messy as hell. Check it out.
We're all kind of saying like,
we all defend you.
Right now, I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of asking now. I don't know like what happened or whatever.
Man, because I'm just feeling like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. All these new topics and shit, besides the hand blowing up and shit, the shit boring, the shit watered down. Niggas ain't fading in Los Angeles.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
No niggas fading in Los Angeles. Shit looking weak. Shit looking turned down.
Yo, I got a question. As long as King Pill, I feel like he's like primarily interested in talking if we're going to be talking about him. So let's talk about this. You took the disses out of the Slide remix.
I knew this was gonna bring this up.
Hey, and Jefe, I don't even want to tell you one of the disses that I was in the original Slide first.
We ain't doing that one.
Sorry about my phone. I just put it on D&D. Just put it on D&D. when there's a certain, I'll make this quick. There's a certain time where I stopped cussing in my raps because I was thinking to myself, would it be palatable for everybody? I don't want somebody that's white to be rapping and then get put on stage and then basically, and I ain't saying on stage like that, but you talk, rapping these lyrics and they're in front of some people who may not like white people saying the N-word. So I got rid of it for a while. And the reason that it happened was I remember this heavy set white girl coming on stage with Kendrick Lamar, and then she had said nigga. And the crowd was like, oh, and she's like, am I not cool enough to say it? And the crowd was like, hell no. Nah.
Wait. Am I not cool enough for you? What's up, bro? Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! What's up? My boy Rohan kind of knew the rules a little bit. Will's just really cool, bro. You have to work. You gotta bleep one single word, though. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it? Yeah, you did it. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Should she stay up here, y'all? No, please keep me up here. I got you. I'll try. I'm used to singing it like Ronan. You sure? I swear. You got it? I promise. It's right there. Sorry about that.
All gather long. They probably got me down by the end of the song.
So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put anybody in that predicament. That's me. So I can see how he could say, bro, I want my music to be played in all the hoods. And that would be a smart business decision. Hence why I took the blue flag off my face and I don't be gangbanging online. Now, have I messed up at times? And, hey, cuz on hood, West Side on rolling. Like, I kind of maneuvered that up out of the lingo. But neither here nor there. You got to be careful with these things, how they set you up, bro. No Jumper is a space in place where they said out their mouth they want to be the next or new MTV. And this is how it goes. And this is why I said all the way up there, everybody's too comfortable with disrespect. Just is what it is. Now, some of y'all will be like, well, you and Adam is cool, so you protecting him and all that crap and everything like that. Maybe subconsciously I am, and I don't know it. I don't know. But I will say, when y'all put yourselves in these situations, accept what comes with it. To the dude that was podcasting and was on the couch and everything, some people are upset. I'm not saying his name. I'm not in the mindset yet where I'm cool to, openly discuss somebody from over on that side like that because of the history. Listening and running their place. When? You can't stop shit I got going on.
So you talking about NF?
I'm damn near about to be a king on this shit. Like, no, I'm about to be king on this motherfucker. Not the Jonathan Majors outside of there, but yeah, these are the variants of Sett Nash. Sett Nash, the main channel, Sett Nash Reloaded, and Sett Nash Clips.
What's really hood when I'm through the hood? Nothing be said, we got it overstood. The team fed, yeah, it's really good. Put that on everything, bro, you're never good. What's really hood when I'm through the hood? Nothing be said, we got it overstood.
Join Google Fi Wireless and get $700 off Samsung Galaxy.
As usual, there's been more drama up at dun dun dun. No Jumper. Yeah. Drama Central, Drama Hub. On today's topic plate, we got JEFE and King Peel. So, as everybody know, King Peel has a song, and he dissed the Trays in the song. If y'all don't know, he said the T word, and I know all of, what's the T word? He said tramp. He said T blanks get it worse, So if you hear somebody say T blank, that's what they talking about, But basically, JEFE is from A Trey Gangsters, right? They won basically like the biggest Trey hood. You feel me? The Trey core, the gangster core.
Babies. Well, in LA, let's say that
in LA.
Low key, like
I'm saying they like damn near like the originals. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, they get on a pod together. Now, it wasn't mentioned until Adam brought it up. So they pod in, boom, boom, boom. Adam bring up the song. and say, hey, I noticed on the remix, you took the disses out. And you had Bompton G Uno on the song, and I was talking to who was Kendrick's homeboy.
Yeah, but that's how you diss the West Side. That's how you diss it. I ain't even gonna say who, but that's how you diss their side over there in Compton.
Yeah. So he's telling them, he was like, King Pill was basically saying, yeah, I took it out. You know, I hollered at the homies behind the scene, and we took the disses out so more people can play it, because you limit your reach when you diss in certain sections. They might even like the song, but you dissing them in the song, so it ain't no way to play it. So, and Jefe, he jump in the convo and go, man, listen, I ain't gonna let this topic linger. Bro wasn't dissing A Trey. Well, he said, I'm from 83rd Street. He wasn't dissing A Trey. And then King Pill like, well, who said I was dissing your hood? He like, nah, I'm just saying, bro, because the topic lingering and it's coming up. I'm just letting them know you wasn't dissing my hood. You say you from a certain community out there in Pomona, and you was dissing the Treys out there in Pomona. So they had a little back and forth. King Pill said, basically, I wasn't dissing your hood. And Jefe said, well, yeah, that we saying the same shit. And then Jefe started to get a little irritated. And he like, man, what is niggas on? What we on? And then it died there. Adam like, okay, we could change the subject. So do y'all feel like King Pill got marked out? Did Jefe stand on business? Did Adam 22 instigate the situation? Did Lush One help instigate the situation? What y'all think about that?
I want to shout out to Jefe, because Jefe is solid enough and sharp enough to understand the environment he's in, and he understood how to kill the bullshit before it started. He understood, I'm not finna even allow y'all to get to a point where this is even mentioned to get a viral moment off of me. So before all that, I'm gonna shut the bullshit down where it starts before I even gotta end it. So shout out to Jefe, because a lot of people looking at it a certain way. He just was sharp enough, aware enough how to de-escalate anything y'all trying to be funny up here. I'm not even finna allow y'all to be funny. So in my opinion, he handled it how he was supposed to.
How did you feel how King what did you think about how King Pill handled it? Do you feel like he got marked out like a lot of people saying, or did he stand on business too?
I don't think King Pill got marked out. I think King Pill was basically saying, look, I'm not dissing your hood. I'm not trying to start no shit. So let's not even take it there. So that's why he probably didn't meet his aggression. Because again, his aggression wasn't towards the A Trey. Because again, he has a level of responsibility now where he's low-key the face of his hood now. You get what I'm saying? And so does Jefe now. So when you kind of become a leader on that, especially when no jumper, how anything can get taken out of context, I felt like those were two men that realized, let's not play. And that's why they both was like, look, I'm not dissing your hood. I know you're not dissing my hood. Okay, I'm not dissing your hood. And they left it at that. I think that was the best thing that could happen, because anything more than that could have sparked it off. Because then at that point, King Pill would have looked like he got marked out, and Jefe is letting shit slide that he gonna have to hear that from his neck of the woods.
See, because the thing is, once you say T blank, you dissing all Treys that's under the card. So realistically, the way California gangbanging goes, you can't say I'm not dissing your hood. Once you say a derogatory term that refers to my hood. If my hood is Treys, threes, moving, and you say T blank, you're talking about my hood, even if you're not. If you go to the county jail and say FT blanks, any Trey in that dorm, any on that road that you on, they gonna need that. But he made it known and clear, hey, I'm not dissing 8 Treys. I'm dissing the Treys that my hood is beefing with out here. Now, see, Chicago, they gangbanging, they do that. You could be a BD and say I'm BDK for these BDs. You could be a GD and say I'm GDK because we into it with these GD hoods. Like, it's weird like that. Like, you could be repping Wise over here and Wise over here, and they say, oh, it's Die Y for this side, but not this side. Like, they make it be known who they dissing. Yeah,
some
it
niggas out
confuses it a
here
little
try to
bit.
wiggle out with shit like that, but most solid niggas ain't finna go for that. It's like, nigga, if you felt like that, nigga, you could have just said fuck that hood, nigga. That was the whole thing I believe that went on, because niggas party politicked on that, like, nigga, you dissing us. And I think if it wasn't for Damu's having that being derogatory for some of them over there, it wouldn't have been handled the same way. Because you said how you felt.
Yes, but see, it's crazy because when you trolling, the energy almost never translate when you in person.
Yeah.
We see it time and time again. People get in front of the camera on their own talking crazy. Remember, he was talking crazy about 4 Extra. And then when Jefe low-key turned up on him high-key, The energy wasn't the same. He
So
said
what
he
you
was
feel
on
like he
shrooms
got-
or whatever. I don't feel like he got marked out. The reason people say he got marked out is because at the end of the back and forth, it pretty much was, you know, a respectful back and forth. But Jefe was owning. If you look, he was staring a hole through his face, like Cyclops with the laser, and then he like,
Hollywood is a place where are sacrificed. So this is not just trafficking that kings and queens and presidents are involved. I can say that because I was one of them. So what's the secret?
Masonry has its roots in Satanism. The always needed, because when you get to Satanism, they are the life source.
All these people taking part in a
man, what we own? That what we own is leaving room open for, hey, it could go to the next level for real. Because, you know, usually niggas be like, what you mean what we own? Nigga, I'm on whatever you own. You want to get
Exactly.
out? And he basically turned
Left it at
that down because he didn't say nothing after that.
Yeah, I don't think that, again, I don't think that's marked out. I believe that if I don't have a smoke with you, I don't have a smoke with you. Let's not create nothing. Now, if I really got an issue with you, then at that point, he got to push the line. But if it's really no issues with the A trades in LA, if he said that T word, and we all know what that means for the whole trade card, but if he's saying, look, bro, those are just the people I beef with, it's not for y'all, I ain't got no issues with you, that's not being marked out. That's just letting you know, look, bro, it ain't
Not just dissing people in your area no more. This the part people keep missing.
But I'm gonna give a shout out to King Pill for being smart and changing the remix to more of a universal song that everybody can like. And now on that move, that's when he's being more business savvy of like, okay, look, let me do this music and let me make it more about music so I can get more fans. Because again, once you start alienating and isolating, you know, your ops and start saying the words to disrespect a certain group, that right there, you're already limiting your crowd of who go bump your music.
And there's a lot of things in this content space, and even understanding how your personality mesh with certain people, because you can just you gotta understand how your personality mesh with some people too. And like we always say, everybody not playing with the content games. Some niggas is doing content, but a lot of times you can just throw people in a room and things will be easily created based off of just where you from and where you not from. So I think that's another thing in a sense of not saying you got to pick and choose, but just understand who you can naturally do content with and who you can't. Because these people you be randomly meeting. So the tolerance is going to be zero tolerance for the most part. So I think that's a bigger issue too. And people got to reflect on that, because people always think you can just throw some bloods, some critics.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true too. For real though. They need to be careful on who they put next to each other, man, because you never know who's from where and who and what they said in their songs in the past or whatever it may be that causes an issue. But on that note, we're gonna end it right here. We're already at an hour and 3 minutes. Thanks for everybody tuning in, or everybody is gonna tune in later. So I really see so many people tune in, man. Get these views up, get these likes up, man. I think we basically covered this subject, man. We deep dived it. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you feel like King Pill really did get marked out, or you think that Jefe was the one that got pressed more, or you think they both handled it as professionals, man, in that atmosphere on live stream. I really think that Jefe is more the aggressor. That doesn't mean that King Pill got. I think that King Pill is more the aggressor. That doesn't mean that Jefe got marked out or King Pill got marked out. I feel like, you know, they both had a little stare down at the end of the day, but it never really got up to where it was gonna be. Like, never got up to anything. It wasn't that type of energy where everybody squabbled. It was about to, but then nothing happened. So they resolved it quickly. Let's just say that before it became anything. But yeah, man, we're gonna be on to the next video, man. Appreciate everybody liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so I know y'all there, so I can throw it 2 minutes in the air, man, and we gone.